It's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
What's up? Welcome to the Varsity Radio Show. What a great day. I'm trying to imitate. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Gunnersville football game, but there's a guy. I know you're an Arab person, Claire, but there's the guy. He cracks me up every game I go to, and he goes, "Go get our delicious hamburgers." Have you ever been there when he? No?
I have not. No.
I don't know. I don't know his name, but I can't ever get that voice out of my head because it's hilarious. But I want to tell you who's in the studio with me. They're absolutely fantastic. The people that make this show wonderful. One of my favorite people of all time. She is the Southern Queen, as we just called her, the Slay Queen. Her name
Claire
Cantrell. I'm trying to say it Southern enough. I was trying to premise. Claire Cantrell. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be back on here. Happy you invited me back.
This is the first time she's co-hosted. But if you'll remember, she was a fan favorite last year, so we always bring back the fan favorite at the end, and her and Jenna Best, they had a party together. It was great. So, but now today she's a co-host. Also in the studio, he makes sure the chocolate river tastes just fine. He makes sure the Oompa Loompas do all their tricks and jumps into the water. Make sure that the plants are chocolatey and good and candy-like. He is the Willy Wonka of radio, Steven Spiegel.
We're actually getting ready for a synchronized swimming competition.
Yeah. I thought that was fantastic.
They have to protect their hair, though. They have the green hair, so they put like a shower cap on.
Yes.
So, like a swimmer's cap, keep everything nice and dry in there.
The funny thing is, I can see that in my head.
Yeah.
You know?
I just stand along the side. I don't get in the water with them. I just stand on the side and use my whistle. That's what happens.
You whistle at them?
No, I use my whistle to tell them when to do the next formation.
Yes, yes. Have you ever considered an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to transport?
Never have.
Yeah.
No, I think that's your thing.
It's a solid thing.
Yeah.
If
you say so.
I did see what is the giant peanut thing, Steven? I actually saw an article on it the other day.
Giant peanut.
You know the giant, like you got the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. You know what I'm talking about, Claire?
Yeah.
I do.
There is a giant peanut. And they actually pay better. So
pay better.
Yeah, they pay better than being a ham dogger.
The Planters Nutmobile?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The package is better.
Actually what it's called.
I've been searching around. Oh, you already found it. Right there. There we go.
It says,
there it is.
there.
See? See, Claire, it's a thing. Right there.
Wow.
You know what? I have an idea for you after school. After you graduate high school. It actually pays pretty good.
To drive around a massive peanut?
Hear me out. A ham dogger gets paid $36,000.
You mean a hot dogger?
A hot dogger.
You just called it a ham dogger.
I know. I was thinking of some a gag gift we had for what was it? Dirty Santa at youth group. Yeah. But a hot dogger gets paid $36,500 a year in salary.
No way.
Right? They get all their hotel, health care, and benefits.
Any commission on that if they sell hot dogs too?
I don't think so. But they go to all these events, and they give you it's like $100. They give you so much a day
per diem.
Eat on. Yeah, per diem.
Ooh.
On top of that, and they pay for all your hotels. And when you go to these events, you are the headliner. They're going to take care of you. I'm not going to lie to you. I've considered it, Steven.
I know.
But the Planters people pay more.
They do.
They pay $40-something thousand a year.
Goodness, this is a serious head-to-head competition.
Claire, I'm just saying, college job, they just want you to do social media. Okay, that's all they ask. They want you to do, and you're gonna drive 20,000. See, I told you, $45,000 a year for driving a Planters mobile. See, I'm searching my options here.
Yes, very reasonable.
Yeah. Look at that. Also, you get dental, vision, prescription drug coverage. So
you sound
a 401k,
401k match, a wellness program, life insurance, tuition reimbursement. There you go. Look, I just
go to college for.
Listen to me, Claire. I just paid for your college right there, and paid off time. It's 25 days with Oscar Mayer. I don't know what it is with Planters.
And as a bonus, you get to wear a monocle. Right? Because the planter peanut, he wears the monocle.
I'm
the
already
one little-
blind. I mean,
you would
I
only
guess.
hope.
Yeah.
You would only
And a
hope.
top
I
hat.
could only.
And you get to carry a cane.
Wow. My dream. I think I was planning on dressing up as that for Halloween this
There you
year,
go.
honestly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Already have the
Look at that.
costume.
Claire, I just paid for your college.
What can I say?
You know, what can the Varsity Radio Show not do?
Exactly. Besides.
Big deal. Hey, we want to tell you about the fuel of the Varsity, some Marco's Pizza, salads, desserts, subs, sides, beverages, Marco's Pizza, and B&B Video Game, the Albertville Mullet. Have you ever been?
I don't believe so. I never come out here enough. I need to.
There's a movie theater and everything. You can make a whole night of it.
You're right about that.
You know,
It'll be a fun night.
B&B Video Games, 80s style arcade in the back. That's really cool. Actually, there's like 50 old video games, and you get to
No
play them
way.
8 to 9
awesome.
hours. And then local video retail in the front. That's B&B Video Games. Hey, we're about to do Meme of the Week. Come join us over on the socials. We want to see you there. Steven?
Sometimes life will make you feel like you can't even keep going.
There you go.
See,
Give me
Claire.
just a second. Y'all talk. I got to take care of something.
I'm helping you live your dream.
Yes.
You know.
Honestly. Just the
It's-
caringness for the successful
mean,
future.
I'll
I'll
tell
go
you-
home and tell my parents that Steven has figured out exactly how to make
Yes.
me successful in life.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I found out how to pay for your college, and you make money too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect win-win situation.
It's a good college salary, $45,000.
I can handle that.
Health insurance,
That's nice.
life insurance, dental plan, vision,
It's more than I'm making now. I guess that's a win.
and you get
so-
to drive a really cool vehicle. Like, everybody will want to be with you.
I know. I could only be jealous. I feel like I would find that on Facebook Marketplace one day, like a giant peanut car.
That just sounds like a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Honestly, yes.
My dream is to ride in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile
Yes.
and do a live show on the way to the Savannah Bananas.
Mhm.
You know, I think we've talked about this.
Yes, very realistic.
It's realistic.
Yes, 100%.
I think if I get a job, with the ham doggers,
Yes.
hot doggers,
A very prestigious position.
it is prestigious.
Yes.
They take great joy in wearing the hot dog suit and stuff. Lawson King told me he would go with me. So
Well, he has the personality to be on a giant hot dog car.
he said he would wear the hot dog outfit everywhere we went. So
Yes.
you know,
I wonder if they take the like instead of the long cars for prom, I could
Yes.
get escorted in the
think
giant hot
about
dog.
that.
I know. I would
Listen,
be a legend.
this is what I said. I said this to Tessa, and she said, Tessa likes hot dogs. I said, imagine the possibilities here. We're not thinking through them, right?
Yeah.
How many people can say, hey, you know what? I went to prom
In a massive
in the
hot dog.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah. I mean, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Meme of the week, Steven!
Memes of the week.
Oh, this has been the last few weeks of my life. The gas pump. Do you have a rewards card? Do you want a receipt? Do you want a car wash? Do you? Do you? No! Just want to fill up the car and not freeze to death.
Amen.
Right?
Yes.
Have you been there like the last few weeks?
I
No.
cannot lie. I'm a wimp. I hate pumping my own gas. I
Okay.
normally beg my dad or brother, but I did have a close encounter earlier this week because I had waited too long and I had 1 mile to get from my house to the gas station.
You actually had to go to the gas station.
No, I sent my dad to do it.
With a mile on your gas?
That's a mile. He's braver than me.
You're sitting there like, Dad, you might make it, you might not.
You might not.
It's
I'll
not
say a
looking
prayer for
good.
you. Yep.
I'll say a prayer.
I'll say a prayer. I took his car to practice and I was like, hey, so can you fill up my tank?
It's literally got a mile. You may make it. You may not.
Yeah, I told him I left it. There was like 4 when I got out. I mean, it wasn't that close.
How did that conversation go?
He was very disappointed, but I did remind him
Disappointed.
that at one point we were late for school because he ran out of gas because he forgot to fill it up as well. So we kind of got evened out.
I think this is the Pizza Hut in Arab.
No.
It's not.
No.
This abandoned Pizza Hut is being turned into a Pizza Hut. Nature's healing. They lost all their business when they quit doing the buffet. And then when they opened it back up, I just watched people start flocking to it like bugs to a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Nature is healing.
It is.
Yes.
Thank God. She was your girl till I rolled up in my cowboy scoots. Dear God.
Ultimate Rizzler. That cowboy scoots in the hot dog car.
So that would be the win for you, right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I would just be enamored by this. Just like the Oscar Mayer mobile.
Speechless would be a good word. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. I before E, except when your foreign neighbor Keith receives 8 counterfeit beige sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters. Weird. Wow.
See, it never should have been a
whole
rule.
Thing.
Never should have been a rule at all.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot.
I before you, except after C. No, sorry. Not true.
Jeez, somebody had a bone to pick with their English teacher.
There you go.
Jeez.
Quit leading us astray. Now, this is our random fact of the day
This is
here.
a fact.
Uh-huh.
Most buffaloes don't actually have wings, Claire. I know that stuns you.
Shocking. I think
know
this
it's
is false
hard on you.
information. Are you guys sure? Did you ask ChatGPT about this? Did it confirm it?
I need to. Stephen asked GPT. Yes.
Okay. I'll go do it.
Anyway, buffaloes don't have wings. I know you are shocked. I know you're surprised. It actually made me think of this. Didn't I tell you somebody was calling in, Stephen, or Zooming?
I'm watching for him.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm making sure that I said that this week. I'm making sure I actually made that connection.
Oh, I don't remember you sending it, but okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it up, ready for him.
All right. I'm making sure I did.
Okay.
I think my mind's... I may not have.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry, Claire. This is...
Claire, remind me, do you have any pets?
I do. I have one little dog named Casper. And last time, I believe, I said that he was really a crusty little white dog. And my mom was severely offended that I said that.
Really?
On live, yes.
Wow.
So I'm here back to inform the people that he is, in fact, not crusty. He got groomed yesterday. He looks like a very handsome little boy.
Is he your fur child or your fur brother?
He's my fur child. He was supposed to be mine, but then he's now mom's.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. It's kind of got attached.
We have silent beef, but I still love him.
Silent B. You and him?
Yes.
Nice.
Because he likes mom more than me. It hurts my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I took care of him in the beginning.
You were his...
Yes. He likes her because I do all the hard jobs and she gets to do the fun ones. Like, I have to wash him and do all the mean things and she gets to love on him. And so he thinks I'm mean.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Now.
If he ever has an accident,
you
who has to yell at
selfish
him?
little dog.
Yes. Get out.
How dare you pee on my floor?
Exactly.
Claire's in youth group right now, Steven.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no, you're building up to something. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I threw water on it.
I didn't. I was not building up to
Okay.
anything.
So, when they say there's a new rule, have you ever been to youth camp? Any camp?
Yeah. I've been at the ones at the beach.
Yes. Well, you'll understand this.
Yes.
Steven?
Hmm?
When you when they say there's a new rule at camp,
Yeah.
you got that video?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's like this. Check this out. I saw this. This related to me.
New rule at camp.
New rule at camp. There we go. Check this out.
That is funny. That's funny. Very real.
Very true.
I recall having like.
Are you one of those people, Claire?
No, I stay on my best behavior. But I do recall there was one night where everybody from there was different like groups that went and everybody went and jumped in one pool. Like it was just like fully clothed, jumped in.
Good
and
night.
I do recall that is no longer allowed, I think. So.
Wow. So, Stephen, if you're having a bad day, just remember Vienna Airport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. A really
Is that a
bad
video?
day. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've got it. I'm just trying to.
No,
find
I'm just I'm trying to think how to say it.
Here you go.
Has the desk for those who arrive in Austria instead of Australia.
Letters matter.
How terrible.
Right?
I can't believe that's a
way
real
off.
life issue. Like, whenever I fly alone, that's what I think is going to happen. Like, I'm going to end up one side of the country.
What's
I'm
the
supposed to be
farthest
another.
you've flown?
I flew to Seattle this
She
last
should
summer.
be zooming in, Steven.
Seattle.
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 I've been to California 3 times. Seattle.
Really?
Yep. I travel a lot for FCCLA. So
I have never been to California.
really, I love it. Love it. I would go there tomorrow if I could.
Was it rainy when you were in Seattle?
It wasn't really rainy, but it was just kind of gloomy.
Oh, okay.
But it was still fun. I had a great time.
Nice.
The Space Needle.
Now, what time of year was it? Was it the hot months, the cool months?
Yeah, it was the week of July 4th.
Oh, what was the
So
heat like
hot.
up there?
What was the what?
What was the heat like up there?
I thought it was kind of chilly. Like, we had pants and jackets on just about every day.
Wow.
Because I guess because it rains so much, it's never really get hot. But to
Okay.
be honest, I didn't get to have a lot of fun. Or I had fun. I was just doing a lot of work at the time.
So they have so much humidity, they
Yes.
don't get hot.
Yeah.
Down here, we have just enough humidity to steam us like crabs.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah. I remember all the Utah people that were out there. They were like, "Oh, it's so humid," and I was like, I don't even want to hear it right now. Like, don't.
Shut your mouth.
Like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Went to Belize this summer,
Oh, I'm jealous.
and
I'm
I
so
have
jealous.
never been so miserable in my life. It is a beautiful place, and me and you talk about humidity, and it's bad here, Claire.
Yep, it is.
That place,
Like nothing else, really.
it's got to be the closest place to down there that I've ever been. Like, it was like, I've never, so bad. Like, it was worse than here. I
That's
can't-
saying something.
like,
That is saying something.
Say we're in an air conditioner. I walk out that door. The second my foot touched that tile outside that door, I was soaking wet. It was that bad. It's like 90 with 90% humidity.
I promise I'll never complain about Alabama
That's
again.
what I said. I said, y'all, and it's beautiful. I love the place. It's pretty. Man, God would have to call me to be a missionary there.
Real, like, call you maybe a couple of times. Maybe
Yeah.
accidentally be standing away from your phone while he was calling and
Straight
go to pick
up
up later.
miserable. Like, oh. And then,
Oh, my goodness.
you know, I got to preach, and that was fun. But the churches, like, you know, you got pretty churches, but they have windows that are obviously, like, they don't have air conditioning. So you got rebar windows, and then ceiling fans, and then those oscillating fans, like, they actually help.
Yeah.
And the translator made fun of me because I was sweating so bad I could see myself in my arm. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Imagine being made fun of and you don't even know it.
Oh no, he told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I feel getting my nails done. Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like they're making fun of me and I'll just never know.
You know, you say, "Hey, could you repeat what you said to me?" And they won't. I feel hurt and
Oh, funny.
abused right now.
Amen. Amen.
We're going. There she is, Abby. Is the baby sleeping, Abby?
He's trying. I think he actually just fell asleep. So this is prime nap time. So we will
Come on.
take it. Yes, we will
Come
take
on.
it.
But if you look really hard in the background, you'll see Tex walking around.
Yeah, he's just kind of, he's our
Yep.
chocolate lab. We've had him he's almost 4, which is crazy. Got him the first year of our marriage. So he's as old as our marriage is.
Wow.
Aw.
Cool.
I had a follow-up question, but I'm not going there. I
I don't want to know your follow-up.
no, you don't. No. You know, you think some things sometimes, and you're like, no.
Good for you for having the
Yeah.
ability to pull it in.
You know, I had to stop. It's not always there. That ability's not always there. I just
Oh, it's tough sometimes.
and had nothing to do with your marriage, more to do with the dog. So anyway,
It's good to know.
yeah, there was a
Puts me at
connection in my head. Anyway,
We got about 35 seconds to
30.
FCA.
wow. So I'm glad the baby's down.
Me too. It's always a blessing. Takes
Yeah.
him a minute now, but
Yeah.
he's 10 months old yesterday, so he is rapidly growing.
Yeah. So you can talk to us and then take a nap. You know.
Yeah, right.
I know. That's what
Not
everybody
so much.
says. Yeah,
That's
right.
okay. Be productive.
I gotta do all the other things.
Here we go, y'all. 6 seconds. Put us on a brief hold.
The FCA Moment of the Week.
So excited to be joined by Abby Klotz from FCA. She just got her baby in the bed. The dog is wandering in the background.
You might.
There's a lot coming through the windows, so it's still a good day. Still a good day. Abby, what is going on in the wonderful world of Fellowship of Christian Athletes?
Man, I'm glad you asked because a lot, like always. First thing, as far as calendar goes, we have a men's power hour, so just over lunch, time to fellowship and be together. Full moon barbecue off the Parkway, off Memorial Parkway in Huntsville. That's
nice.
The 30th, and it is 12 to 1, so just a quick hour to enjoy fellowship and be with other men, sharpen each other. And then huge thing for us, because a lot of our things revolve around our intern ministry, which there's an interest meeting this Sunday, the 2nd, 2:30 to 4:30 at Cove Church in Hampton Cove in Huntsville. And if you are even remotely interested in what it looks like to intern with us, you don't want to miss it. There'll be video if you absolutely can't make it, but we're going to have a lot of fun, play some games, hang out together, and talk about the summer, which is so exciting.
Fantastic. Are you going to be a speaker this summer, Abby?
Oh man, great question. I always tell Coach Kim Burnett, I will do as whatever you ask me to do, I will. But we have a lot of interns that can do so. They're trained to do so. So super fun. Our internship is a lot of fun. And then our summer staff, college students, pouring into them. It's a fun time. Another thing, man, this is exciting. So February the 13th, so right before Valentine's Day, in the evening at Trash Panda Stadium, we have Leah Bryant Omiko, and she's a 3-time gold medalist in softball. And she's coming to speak. And so if you are a softball player, if you are a coach of a softball team, we want to have you as our guest. So contact our office or come see what's going on our website, and we're happy to have you for that. But it'll just be dinner. It's kind of mother-daughter, or mother and whoever, or daughter and aunt, whoever. It's just a ladies' night or behind the bench to hang out with. Because we got a men's power hour, we got to have a ladies' event too. So it's
gotta
exciting.
Be fair.
Yes, balance.
Yeah, balance. Well, Abby, I am so glad that you zoomed in. You have made this show better, and I hope the baby sleeps how long you want it to.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's such a parent statement right there. May you be productive.
I will also receive that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Abby.
Thanks, guys. Y'all too.
I saw a really funny police chase, Steven.
Yeah, I saw that.
I sent it to
That's
you.
pretty cool.
I thought Claire would appreciate this.
I think so too.
This is Alabama, right after it snowed.
That's how I felt trying to get around in the snow.
That was Friday a few weeks ago.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Survivors.
In Alabama. Everybody's like, I got this. No, you don't. No.
Nope.
You're not from a northern state. I called my father-in-law who lives in Ohio, and it snows all the time. He's like, well, you finally got some. You can keep it. That's what he said.
Yeah. How funny.
I said, I don't want it.
It's always fun for the few days we have it, and then I'm ready for it to melt and go back.
That's me. I'm like 2 days, and I'm done. I'm like,
yes.
all right, I'm done.
Okay, snow, bye.
I don't know about you, Claire. I get antsy. I just can't just sit. I gotta go, and do.
Yeah. This year I was lucky enough. I got snowed in with one of my best friends, so we got to
fun.
We got to have some fun. I wasn't stuck at home, so it was nice.
That's good.
Yep, it was a lot of fun.
I hope your parents didn't hear that.
How long were you snowed in?
The one that kidnapped you.
Oh, yes. just 2 days. I went and spent the night Thursday because we canceled school Friday, and I was there Friday and Saturday, and then I made the treacherous drive home.
Treacherous.
Yes.
Now I know
scary.
that sometimes I've found that if I spend too much time with a friend, I kind of get sick of them real quick.
Yes,
Does that
I
happen
understand
to
that
you?
feeling. Yes, 100%. I do.
Did that happen during the 2 days you were snowed in?
No, I think it was a perfect amount of time to catch up and have fun.
It was a party.
Cool. Oh, did you make any snow cream?
We did.
Nice.
Her mom put out the bowls the night before, and every time we would just be like, snow cream, and it was pulled out of the freezer. It was really nice.
Nice.
I told Mom, I was like, Mom, I don't know if I want to come home. I've had breakfast every morning. I have snow cream waiting on me. Like, I had it nice. I'm very
Spoiling you rotten.
Yes,
Felt
that's
like
the
you
truth.
were on a cruise ship.
Oh yeah, yep, that's the truth.
Living the dream. Steven?
Yeah.
I know you got a funny video.
Yeah, I've got some good stuff over here.
Nice.
So, let's see, Claire, do you enjoy roller skating, roller blades, skateboarding, anything dealing with wheels?
Yeah, I've been roller skating a couple times. I
Okay.
can't say I'm the best at it, but I always have fun.
You're the best.
I got you. So where have you gone? You gone to Huntsville or Gadsden or which roller rink? Do you remember?
Last time I think I went was the one in Coleman.
Okay. Over
So-
in Vinemont.
Yes.
Sports World Skate Center. Gotcha.
Yes, I think so.
I grew up going to that one.
Did you
Oh,
fall?
how cool. I did. Did you? I busted it many times.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Wait
got
until you
back
get
up.
about
Yeah.
42 years old and you're out there on skates again. You're fearing for your life with every step.
Steven, I did that just recently.
Did
I
you
took
really?
our youth group, not skating, but snow skating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ice skating.
Wow.
Yeah, ice skating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went twice over this.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Albertville, and I slipped and I fell on my back,
Mm-hmm.
and I considered my life, and I decided that it was worth living, so I got back up. But there was a moment there,
Mm-hmm.
Steven. I really considered just not getting up. You know,
Right.
there's always teenagers there to laugh at me, so you know
That's the truth.
the
That's
joy
truth.
of being a youth pastor.
I'm looking something up for you right now.
Me?
I think maybe it would help with you.
It's only happened once.
Maybe
oh,
the
life
life
alert!
alert?
I'm not there
You
yet.
know, I've fallen and I can't get up kind
I've
of thing.
fallen
Yeah.
and I can't get
The
up.
official website here.
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
I really considered it though. There was that moment. I was like, I don't know if I want to live anymore. This hurts.
Maybe if I lie here, they will not notice me.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
I just lie here and they won't see me.
One of the teenagers that worked there leaned over and said, "You okay?" It's like, I looked up at him like, I don't know if I am.
Just the deeps. Yeah, okay. I'll get up in a minute.
Okay,
You
I
know-
can feel my legs
Yes.
and my arms.
Like-
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm okay.
Okay, I'll get up. Yeah. Maybe say, roll one of those little scooters over here
That's
for
right.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I was good. It's only happened once in 2 experiences. So
There you go.
you
That's
know.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about wearing rollerblades while trying to ride a skateboard? Does that sound like fun?
That sounds terrifying.
I agree.
What in the world?
Oh my goodness.
No.
You shouldn't do it right here.
That sounds stupid right there.
No way.
He got
He
big
almost kind
long
of landed it.
legs.
Yeah.
He had big old long
What is
legs.
that show? It's like America's Funniest Moments. That looked like it was fixing to
America's
be.
Funniest Home Video.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my whole childhood.
All right, we got Clutch coming up here in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just jealous of the kid who got roller skates on a skateboard.
Mhm.
I can't even stay upright.
Takes some courage to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I did
had-
pretty good till I fell. Then I just kind of, I was like, I want to be done.
Hurts your confidence, too. It's
It
kind of just
did.
like, fine.
Like, I was
Like,
so
people
good.
saw that. Like, they don't think I'm a pro skater anymore. Like, what do you mean?
That's right.
I know, it's
I
devastating.
was about to do twirls.
I lost my
I know.
cred.
And then I didn't want to do
Exactly.
twirls.
Yes.
Here we go, guys. 4 seconds.
The clutch moment.
What do you give? That's what we're talking about. I've been talking about God giving us stuff and us using it. And so I honestly think we all secretly think about how our life will be marked, right? Seriously, I think all of us want our lives to have significance. None of us want to think that, hey, we were here, we were gone, and nobody really cared. And so the question is, how do we do more than just exist on this planet? And I think it's summed up with this quote: the measure of your life will not be in what you accumulate, but in what you give away. Claire, I have heard an evangelist say this before. They said, you never watch a hearse carry a U-Haul behind it, right? Like, you don't
Yeah.
get to carry
What you have.
all your stuff with you, no matter how rich you are. I think Steve Jobs learned that from Apple, you
Yep.
know. So we are simple people and often feel insignificant. So what can we possibly give that will make any difference at all? And I think the answer is found farther in here. John 6, 1 through 14. I'm going to tell that story. So Jesus crosses over. Oh, sorry. Jesus crosses over. Oh, wrong one. Exodus 4, 1 through 7. Sorry, I went down the wrong track. Moses shows up in front of a burning bush, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, you ever watch Prince of Egypt, the movie?
Yes.
It's such a good movie.
Highlight of my childhood.
In all seriousness, that moment in front of the burning bush is probably my favorite interpretation of that moment. Yeah. And it's so good, and how I like to see it. But Moses shows up in front of a bush, it's burning, but it's not burning.
Yeah.
And then it starts talking to him, and no, Moses isn't having a hallucination, right? It's God. And in this moment, God talks to him, Claire, and begins to speak to him and say, hey, I'm going to use you.
Yeah.
And what does Moses do? Do you remember?
He was kind of like, me? Like, you mean me? Like,
yeah.
Are you sure about that?
That's right.
That's kind of how I think about it, yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
And in this moment, he's like, look, God, I'm not your guy.
Yeah.
And God's like, hey, I'm going to give you a staff. Right? And so that's what I'm going to use what you have. So he gives him a rod, right? This rod becomes famous because he is using this rod, and it's not the rod. It's his belief that God will do it, right?
Yeah.
But it's with this rod he eventually parts the Red Sea. And it's in this moment, and I think it's kind of funny, he tells him, put the rod down on the ground, and it turns into a snake.
Yep.
Claire, I don't know how you feel about snakes.
I am not a fan.
Me and snakes are not friends.
Okay. And then saying, reach back down and pick it up.
Exactly.
I think I'll let it sit down there for a minute.
That's
okay.
That's what he said. And he tells him, right? Okay,
Yeah.
if you are gonna grab a snake, this is what he tells him.
Yep.
Grab it by the tail. If you're out there listening, if you're gonna pick up a snake, do not grab it by the tail.
Bad idea.
Hold its head down, right? Okay, this is common sense. The guy says grab it by the tail, and he does, and it turns back into a rod. And he puts his hand into his whatever. It comes out with leprosy. He puts it back. He says, and if he still doesn't believe, pour out water. It's going to turn into blood. Okay? So Moses is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he continues to debate with God, right?
Yeah.
He's like, but I can't even talk.
Yeah. I have a speech impediment. What do you mean? I can't do this. Yeah.
Claire, this is my favorite part. Because God looks him straight in the face. And he says, Moses, who created your speech? Right? Who gave you a mouth to talk? Who gave you ears to listen?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. He's kind of like, what do you mean? Are you insulted?
Yeah. And he still debates with him. He's like, fine. Aaron's on his way and he'll help you. Okay? And this is how I read the Bible. I should definitely animate the Bible for everybody. For Moses, it was the rod in his hand, though. Like, what do you have to give that God chose to use? What rod has God placed in your hand, and how can you use it? So we're going to go into this. What's in your hand? First thing I want to ask is, will you be obedient? See, God gives us all different things. It's like an incredibly choreographer dance. You're a cheerleader.
Yep.
And y'all work really hard to make it to nationals every year.
Yes, sir. We've got that coming up about a week.
How many times do you practice from start to finish before it's done? Before it's really good?
A lot. More than I can count, that's for sure. Yep. And even if it doesn't go back the way that you want it, going back and fixing every single little step until it's just the way you like it. So.
And that's and our life is like that. Obeying God, it's like that choreographed dance, right? It's the more in sync you are with your partner, right, or in your teammates or your team, the more incredible and impressive the dance or the routine is, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing goes with God. So let me ask you this, Claire. Why is it so hard to be obedient to God?
I feel like that's a really difficult question. I feel like that's a lot of the things. Yeah, it's a big and it's a deep one, and I can only touch on the surface or go. I'm sure many people interpret it different ways, but for me, like in the society that we've grown up in and that we've been raised in, like it's hard to, kind of be obedient in that fact. Sometimes the people that we look up to, whether that's our influence or whether that's our friends, the cool, the popular kids, we look up to them and we see them as, what we want to be. But the truth is that's not the godly lifestyle that we want to live and that we want to pursue. And so sometimes you can feel like you're being, you're fitting in and you're finally, reaching where you want to be, but yet you're losing that obedience in your relationship with God. And same thing goes for social media. If I spend as much time as I did sometimes scrolling on TikTok reading my Bible, what would my relationship be with Him? And so being able to recognize that, sometimes it's going to take sacrifices, and that's something that each and every one of us as followers and as disciples are going to have to go through and deal with. And if we are, then we know other people's are. So we have a community to back us in it.
That's a great answer, Claire. Will you use what God's given you? See, Exodus 4:2, then the Lord asked him, what's in your hand? A shepherd's staff, Moses replied. And this is the thing he uses to part the Red Sea. Mm-hmm. This is this thing that he holds up and they win the battle. Yeah. He strikes a rock and water comes out of it. So Moses uses this rod the rest of his life, right? Yeah. Sometimes he's too dependent on the rod. That's the sin that got him in trouble. But God can use whatever you have if you're willing to give it to Him. Yep. This includes your gift, and let me say this, and your insecurity. Yep. So in the church world, we talk about gifts a lot, right? Yeah. Yep. How often do we talk about the insecurity part, though? Yeah. So why do we often hold back on allowing God to use not only our giftings, but also the things we're insecure about, Claire?
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I can think of just off the top of my head is I feel like God has gifted me with the opportunity to be able to speak in public. That's not something that really bothers me, whereas it's the number one fear for most.
I know.
And so although I'll be getting up in the summer and speaking in front of 10,000 students, it makes me, as embarrassing as silly as it is, I turned down doing our children's minute at church because I was too nervous to get up there and do it. And so, or whether it's that, or sometimes I still get nervous if I have to get up and share my testimonial. And so, although He's given me this gift, sometimes it can be really hard to kind of give Him the power to, say, okay, let me use it for you, And so, whether that might be my strength, and one of the insecurities is anxiety. I get really nervous whenever I have to do something, or speaking in front of my peers, or maybe even doing something or saying something that people around me don't agree with. And so letting Him be able to use that to strengthen me and to move on to do what He has planned for me and to recognize what His path is instead of what I feel like I should be doing instead.
Love it. Love it. You're nailing this. This is good. So it comes to my last thing. How will being obedient affect those around you? And all through Moses' life, from this point on, right? Mm-hmm. Who he would be obedient to use what God gave him, when his ability to be obedient to what God gave him to use would make a significant difference, not just for him, but an entire nation, right?
How crazy.
These people would not have been freed from slavery, right? The Red Sea would not have been parted. They would not have made it through the battle. They would not have been fed had Moses not been obedient.
Yeah.
And so when we're obedient to God, it doesn't just affect me.
Yeah.
It affects everybody around me. So how do your decisions to follow God often affect everyone around you?
So, growing up in the Bible Belt, there's plenty of people around us who may have not had the opportunity to hear, about the Bible and the things like that. But, majority of us have at least heard a little bit. Whereas when you travel further outside of Arab and Gunnersville, Alabama, you may be the first interaction that someone has with God, your first impression. And so one of the ways that I hope to, be obedient to Him and represent Him in the way that I live is if I ever, in the situations that, I've been in an opportunity where someone says, ask a question, and I'm able to be the first person to introduce it to them. And I hope and I pray that I always do it in a positive manner. Yeah. And that they always, if I'm the first impression that someone has of Jesus, that it's something that they see the light that I do. And so whether that's praying before a meal or, asking, hey, do you want to talk about it? Let me tell you some scripture if you're struggling with it. Yeah. No matter what it is, to be able to branch out and say, I have my obedience to Him and being the first impression of somebody for that.
Man, you say that took me back to a memory. Ecuador 2 years ago when I got to really, for the first time in my life, go to a people group that has never, ever even heard a presentation of the gospel and be the very first. That was amazing. So, hey, we're going to pray for you right now. Use what God gave you. For Claire and I, we try to use our voices, right?
Yep.
Not me singing, but me talking. Whatever God's given you, you're uniquely gifted to do it. And God wants you to use that because you affect those around you. God, we thank you that you love us the way you have. We thank you that you've given us the ability, the guidance, and the, Lord Jesus, your hand, God, just to speak to a world that needs you. God, help us to be confident, not only in our giftings, but our insecurities. God, use us in such a mighty way. In your holy and awesome name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, my favorite point in that, just because, man, I write those are based off of the sermons I preach.
Yeah.
But one that got me is, I think I was sitting there and I realized, I only talk about the goals, the gifts.
Yeah.
What about our insecurities? And how many times did God take a Bible character like Moses?
Yeah.
Moses takes God takes Moses with the stutter and puts him in front of the king,
Yeah.
and uses him to deliver the people from the king. And so often I think we let our insecurities
Hold us back.
and nail us to the floor.
Yeah. Like you were on the skating rink.
Yes. That was a moment where I questioned life. You're right. Yes. So, Steven, do you have that video? She was talking about TikTok. That video of when TikTok went away. I know you probably had to put a music over it.
Gotcha. Which one?
The Gen Z showing up on Facebook after TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
shows
that was
down.
last week. So it'll take me a minute to get it.
Yeah. I want her to see it because it's. I feel like this was Claire's life for that. 8 hours?
It was very hard. It was very hard. I felt deprived.
You've been saved.
Yes. Please, thank you. The sadness that I would get whenever I'd open my phone, I'd go to click on TikTok and it'd say, not available.
Yeah.
I just
When she said that, I thought of that video.
sent me spiraling every time. I was like, what do you mean it's gone?
What are you doing to me?
I was having to watch Instagram Reels and send them to my friends.
It was awful.
I know, it was horrible.
It was terrible.
I thought, complete destruction.
Complete destruction.
Horrible.
My life was traumatized.
It was horrible. I was happy I made it through.
That
Just crying,
Instagram
tears.
Reels, and then
Yes.
they shut down Instagram, and then you have to go to the Facebook.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What am I gonna do?
The Facebook Reels.
Claire would never survive on MySpace.
I feel like I could handle it.
You
I'm
know
on
how
Facebook.
MySpace was? Let me describe MySpace.
Okay.
You don't have a clue because it came out like you weren't even born.
Yep.
MySpace, you got, just imagine, and imagine how your friends would crumble after what I'm going to tell you. So you open up MySpace, and you had your own music and background. Now that was cool.
That is
You
cool.
like that. So you had your own little playlist, which is great. This is back when you could steal music and get away with it. What was that called, Steven?
Napster?
Napster. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we got free music. It gave us lots of viruses on our computer. It was great. But we have free music, right?
Yeah.
And so anyway, so you got music playing, and then this is what would wreck your generation. Now hear me out. You had a top 5 friends.
Oh. Like publicly?
Yes. Yes. All your friends were there, but you could only choose 5 for your top.
Ooh, that would be some drama.
And it was publicly there.
You picked them though? It wasn't
You
like
pick 'em.
Okay, that's better. I was gonna say some people, if you said post your best friends list on Snapchat, they would be like,
Think about that.
Yeah, it's deep. Don't be scared.
Imagine what would happen to your generation with that little situation.
Come apart. Who would be your top 5 friends right now?
Me?
Yes. My mom would be my number 1.
My wife would definitely be 1.
Yes.
Yeah, she's number
Fair.
1. She always will be. And then my best friend, he's a missionary in Ecuador.
Awesome.
He would be 2.
2. The dilemma.
This is where it gets hard.
It's a struggle.
There's so many. There's so many.
It's a hard life to have.
It is.
Having so many friends.
I know those two would be there for sure.
Yeah.
And for sure my barber, Drew. Drew would be in there.
Yeah.
Drew. You know Drew, handshake.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Drew's one of my better friends. And I'd have to have my producer, Steven. He had to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
So that leaves... That's where it gets hard. Picking number 5, Steven.
Yep.
Because I want to put Jordan McDaniel there. But if I do... Oh, there's so many. There's so...
It's hard.
Yeah. All right. Who's your top 5? You can't do it, see?
I feel like I could, though.
Publicly.
My mother. My
Okay.
mom.
She made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maddie, Nunley.
Okay.
And then probably...
important.
Okay, it would be like a 3-way tie for the bottom 3.
See, that's mine.
That's the dilemma.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hard life.
Because
I
I'm
couldn't do it.
thinking the one I told you, and then I have a friend named Omar that I'm really close to like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all hard.
And
It's hard.
it is. Like people I talk to all week, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagine, like, the backlash.
Yeah. The drama.
You know it would come.
It would.
So this is what happened to you the other night, Steven. Because you're so
I
great.
feel like I'm getting shade right now.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink. Make her complexion like peaches and cream. Give her 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell me that
You know this is good.
Oh, my
This is
goodness.
poor Claire for 8 hours. Why don't they do all that anymore? Man, I would be so happy. See, Claire, that would be down your aisle. You just have to pull up, and they'd fill up and wipe your...
That would be nice. Would they
Windshield?
fill up my gas for me?
That's what I said. That's what they just did. Yeah.
I would kill for that.
See?
Yeah.
Hey, I will tell you, secret, in other countries, they do that.
Really?
Yeah. They will... Ecuador's like that. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. They fill your gas up, police.
Like I wish whenever I went and got my car washed that they had a way to fill up my gas then too.
That'd be nice.
You know, so you have a clean car and it's all fueled up. Like,
Right?
It'd drive out of there feeling like a brand new woman. Like, you know,
They got close.
my car would.
With Buc-ee's. Have you been to Buc-ee's with the car wash before?
No.
Yes, I have been through the Buc-ee's. It's bougie.
Yeah, it is.
It is bougie.
The car wash?
Yeah.
Really?
Am I thinking of the right thing?
I think so,
I've
yeah.
never been
Yeah.
to Buc-ee's car wash.
So Buc-ee's, the one I've been to the one in Athens.
Yes.
I've been to the one
It's the
down.
closest.
I've been to the biggest one up in Pigeon Forge.
I've been to that
Smoky
one.
Mountains. It's big.
It
But
is.
yeah, you get like a free car wash with a fill up.
No way.
It's
I didn't
nice.
know there was a free car wash.
Now you're telling me this?
Yeah. Well, if
I'm
they're
doing
running the
it.
promotion, sometimes.
doing it.
they're
I'm
not.
going down
doing
tonight
it.
just to get my.
No, I'm not
car
going to
wash.
Athens for that. But no. Steven, make me laugh.
Sure, I can
need
make you laugh.
to. And then we got to bring those other girls in here so Claire can pick on them.
So it's basketball season, right?
Yeah.
It's basketball season. Everybody is trying to one up everybody else out on the court.
It's almost over, but yes.
Yeah, this is what happens though. It's craziness.
He just don't. Ah! Run away!
The Wizard broke the whole goal.
Did it count?
When it's I couldn't believe it happened like that.
No!
Boom.
Can you imagine being in front of that,
No,
though?
not
That's
at all.
terrifying.
Okay, but like.
It could be a serious injury.
Mm-hmm.
You could be catapulted. Catapulted. How about that NFL ref,
What a way to go, right?
Steven? How about that
Ooh.
NFL ref? That
Right?
was hilarious.
I know. This NFL ref?
Yes, this one.
Defense number 93. Washington has been advised that at some point the referee can award a score if this type of behavior happens again. For now, it's a replay of second down.
Mike, that's unbelievable.
One more word, and I'm turning the thing around. You know that's
my mom's
good.
like one more
That's-
word.
that's
I
right.
just not read
That's
the top
good.
of that. Yes.
That's good.
Don't
That's
you
good.
make me. Or the better one is, better stop crying or I'm going to give you something to cry about.
Oh,
that
my
was,
gosh.
That
a
was
good
a
one.
scary one.
Claire, you survived, though.
I did
So
survive.
these things that have been said to you, my kids are going to be okay that I said them to them, right?
Yes, maybe not if
Okay.
you like pretend kidnap them. That one was kind of traumatizing. Wouldn't recommend.
I want to talk to your mom about that. Miss Contrail, why did you kidnap your child? Why did you feel it was necessary to kidnap the child?
And she will,
taught you a lesson.
Yeah.
I bet you were on your game.
she'll brag about it to this day. She's like, and she never left my side again.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I was having a panic attack, but you know.
You're like,
I
I'm
guess.
still on your side. How's that feel, Mom? Never gonna leave.
Yeah, she makes the joke. She's like, and now
20
she won't leave me alone.
25 and yeah.
I'm like, this is your own consequences of your actions, Brandy.
Miss Cantrell, I'm watching the feed right now. If you would like to comment,
Is she on here?
I hope so. I don't know, but Miss Cantrell, I hope you're on here because I want you to comment about kidnapping your daughter. It's significant. It's
imagine
important.
someone-
I think I need answers.
Yeah.
Stephen, will you bring those girls in here? I saw them crawl up in here.
I was going to give her a second.
They're at life lesson.
Going to give him a
Life
minute.
lesson.
She did not.
Miss Brandy says life lesson. Yes. She'll never do it again. She brought her taser up in here. We're just hoping that I don't make her mad enough to use it. Claire, you're gonna be my bodyguard. They're not gonna know, like
Do I look intimidating?
No, I do. Here's the thing. You've seen movies like this. Like, I'm the intimidating one,
Yes.
but I'm soft. You're what they don't expect's coming, right? So somebody messes with me, you can just come out and tase them.
That's what I was
Be a
thinking.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
See, we could be a good team.
It's because
right
these
here.
look like car keys. Very
They
unsuspecting.
do look like yes. I know that you've done that before. Those things are loud when that pop.
Another thing that I did to Mom.
She
the
said
other
I
day-
asked nice 2 times. Your mom said that.
I asked nice.
She said twice.
Well, hey, I did the other day. I walked into her class and I
Thank you, Miss Cantrell.
I
You
flipped
made
my
day.
taser on and I came up real close
You
to her.
flipped your taser
and
on?
I did it. I hit it and I swear she jumped out of her seat. I thought she saw the Holy Ghost.
Why is Dad not a top 5? Wesley.
Oh, now you've got me in trouble.
Okay, here we go. Is that your dad?
Wesley?
Come on, man. I get it. I understand. That would bother me too.
Honestly, yeah.
So you want to answer that before they start talking?
Well,
welcome to the party. How are you?
guys.
Put the headphones on. Get close to the microphone. Claire's having to answer her parents right now. So go ahead, Claire. You want to clear things up? So I just described something that y'all never experienced, and I want to know your personal opinion. How are you doing? So your name is Trinity. Kathryn. I got to see who's who, right? So Trinity and Kathryn. There was this thing called MySpace in my day. Now you've probably heard of it. You've never, but it's like the beginning of social media. Okay, so this was before Facebook. And the way it operated is you would open it up, right? And you got to choose your own music. Now, that was cool. We liked that. That was good. Here's what your generation couldn't handle. And I just said this to Claire, and she's already in trouble for it. So, jump in with me. You got to have your friends like you do on the other things, but you had a top 5 friends, right? And everybody saw your top 5 friends.
Okay.
Would you not get in trouble with some of your friends for not putting other ones in the top 5?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta get close to that. Sorry.
I definitely
You
would.
can slide that. Yeah. Yes. So now I'm gonna ask you what I asked Claire, because Claire was pretty confident in this. Could you tell me your top 5 right now?
Maybe like top 3.
Top 3.
Or no.
Number
maybe-
1.
Okay. My cousin. We're very close.
Okay, now she's going the family route. This isn't
I
fair.
did
Well,
the
we
same
were
thing.
born.
Isn't fair.
No, it's a very strange story.
I'm glad that you were born.
We were born on the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like same hospital, everything.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we kind of grew up together.
I like that.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Her name's Chloe.
Okay.
Okay. Probably my boyfriend.
Probably.
What's
his name?
Ashton.
Ashton, you might have made it. Might.
Maybe.
Is he in the top 5?
He is.
He's in the top 5. Okay. Who would go before your boyfriend?
Definitely Melissa. It'd have to go. Okay.
She did it.
I hate.
She did it exactly.
No, listen.
My point. Y'all couldn't handle my space. Y'all
Probably
crumble.
It would be hard.
Crumble.
I told him that would be like for us, our best friends list being posted.
No,
Yes.
Like on Snap, like
Yes.
being posted. It would be
Yes.
And
like,
like now you can see like
Kathy
the planets.
Childers watching you,
Scary.
Kathryn.
drama.
Watching you, Kathryn. So it's Katherine's turn. Give me your top 5, Kathryn.
Number 1 would probably be Emerson, that I kind of grew up with.
Okay.
Number 2,
Kathy's watching.
that's my grandmother.
Yeah, but she better be in the top 5.
I left
She
out
just
my
got
dad.
trouble because her
Yes, he got left
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your risk.
Number 2, Emma, went to school with her my whole life.
This is great.
And then number 3, my boyfriend, too.
Yeah, but you got 2 to go.
Oh, you did 5.
She just pushed her boyfriend to 4 after I gave her the option. Trinity.
Not all the way to 4.
He's
I'd
at
say
5.
he's at a
Not all the way to 4?
maybe
3.5.
2 or 3 maybe.
I'd say probably Trinity's number 4.
This is
I was
great.
gonna say you, yeah.
And then number 5,
Look at this.
It's
Y'all
a-
made each other's list.
Oh.
a
This is
friend
nice.
that I met on like a camp thing.
You jump in anytime. I've already stirred the pot.
I'm in enough trouble.
This is one of the best questions I've asked. Thank you for being here.
Thank you
want
for
y'all to-
having us here.
I want you to have a good time. So, Steven, can we show them one funny video and then we'll go whenever you're ready?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay,
Braden
so
Cantrell is crying. I don't know who Braden is, but he's got crying eyes.
That would be the boyfriend.
Yeah, isn't that your family?
Cantrell, yeah.
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 Braden?
Mm-mm.
No.
There's a couple Cantrells that like.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not.
That's your
related to.
boyfriend.
Hers.
What is happening here? Are you related to
I don't think I'm related to anybody from.
family trees happening? Okay.
That's some tea.
Braden, this is Claire Cantrell. You're related somehow. We don't know, but you're in there. Go ahead, Stephen. I'm sorry. Valerie Garrett, your mama.
Heaven or hell? Tell me where we're gonna dwell. Just a peck. A quick check of how we smell. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah. Take a bow and then a nibble. I second that. No quibble. Give the beaks a little jiggle. And then the pit's a little sniffle. Woo! I'm right. Yeah, you are. I'm the ripest. Is that an old car? Sword fight. Cha-ching.
Wow.
Too late. Everyone's awake. Bill to bill. Mouth to mouth. And beyond. Oh, thank you. We're digging a moat. It can't be crossed. And so they build a bridge of throat. Will they overthrow us? I don't think so. Oh, no.
Wow. I don't know what to say after that.
That's how I imagine like a boys' locker room. That's like when I think of boys, that's the video I think of.
I can confirm that I've never had to experience that before.
If I had to experience that, I would lie and say I haven't either. So
Yeah. That was a fair point. That was good.
So I got to know,
Claire, you're funny.
how are the cooking skills coming? Because I made spaghetti the other night. I was telling my daughter Grace that I learned how to do this in home ec because I did take home ec in
I
high
did
school.
too.
So I was wondering, ladies, what's your
Arab.
favorite thing to cook? Favorite thing to put together?
About to hear ramen noodles from somebody. Somebody's about to.
I make a mean can of SpaghettiOs.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Now, do you warm it in the can or you put it in a bowl?
I hope that's a joke.
No,
do you
no,
put
they
it,
actually do have cans
It's
now
aluminum.
that you can put in the microwave. They do.
Not
Okay.
Don't try the aluminum.
No,
one.
yeah.
No,
Claire,
yeah,
they
I was
won't
gonna
go
say,
well
It's a
for you.
special kind.
So, are you trying to trick me right now?
They're on
Because
the shelf.
My life's a lie.
Well, you could enjoy the fireworks while it cooks. I'm just saying.
And then
You've
you
never
won't
done
have
that
a
before.
microwave.
Yeah.
Be over.
Okay, so we got a mean can of SpaghettiOs. What else we got?
Trinity,
Um,
what's your best?
I do make a good smoothie bowl.
Smoothie bowl.
Smoothie bowl.
Yes.
What kind of
That's
things
solid.
are involved in this smoothie bowl?
The toppings or the smoothie?
All of it.
Okay.
Give us the
All of
recipe.
the above.
Like the smoothie, just frozen fruit, all kinds of fruit. And then I like to put, fruit on top. And then granola, honey, peanut butter.
Ooh. You're talking my language now. You just said peanut butter. I
Braden,
love that stuff.
I know I put
Braden's-
so much on it.
Yeah.
Braden says, Kathryn makes a good chocolate truffle. Sounds amazing.
Wow.
And now I'm asking, why did you not bring us one?
Didn't have enough time.
That's right. Stephen, from now on our questionnaire, please include, bring any of your gifts.
Any of your talents, your
Come
abilities.
bearing food.
Please
Yes,
bring an
come bearing
example.
food.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got you.
Hey, we had a
do
guy
that.
straight up bring us coffee ever so often, didn't he, Stephen?
He sure did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
It's
thing.
fun. So,
I brought you gifts.
The pizza?
Yeah.
It was so good, by the way.
See? I'm not a failure. not that. Go ahead, Stephen. I'm sorry.
every now and then you've got a little mess up, a little mishap in the kitchen. So what do? You try to fix it, or do you just throw it away and start all over? That ever happen to y'all?
I
Like-
might need an example.
Say eggs. You're trying to
I've had to throw
make
those
an
away.
egg that's runny on the inside, but you don't want to
Yeah.
crack the yolk. You want the yolk to be runny, and you got to flip it too. So, are you using the
Crazy.
spatula, or are you doing the cool thing where you
That's
kind of
hard.
flip it in the air? I always do that over the sink, by the way. But
Do
if you are doing that
Gotta
and
try
it
that.
cracks, do you just go ahead and let it fry up, or do you throw it away and start again?
I fried up. I'm not wasting food.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
make it
probably
scrambled.
feel bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you put too much seasoning on something and you have to
Now you got to throw that away.
you have to throw it
Yeah.
away? Okay,
Done for.
I got you.
Too
All right.
much.
Well, I saw this and I thought you might find it funny.
Oh. I feel
Yeah.
like that was a day in my life.
Yeah, right?
That's felt very much like a day in my life.
All right. Well, hey, we got athlete interview coming
Let's
up in
go.
20 seconds.
You ever done like that?
Done what?
Like that?
You try
I
to
have
fix
not.
Messed
it.
up
I
that
have
much.
not.
You try to fix it and you mess it up worse than it was.
Catherine cooks desserts, Valerie says.
I did
Cool.
butcher. I did butcher my birthday cake one year.
Here we go, guys.
That's
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
so excited to be joined by Trinity Swords and Kathryn Garrett. How are you two?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. We're about to have fun. We were just goofing off before talking about our abilities of cooking, upset with Kathryn for not bringing chocolate. I'm not bitter or anything. Trinity, it's great to have you on our show today. To start, can you tell us a bit about your background in sports? You've been playing softball for about 5 years now. What first got you into the sport?
My dad.
Your dad.
Yes.
I saw that farther down. Explain that.
He played, when I was growing up, younger, he played a lot of church ball,
Yeah.
softball, and he's really good at softball. It's, kind of crazy to me,
Yeah.
but, it really inspired me. And he
Who's
wanted to
better,
teach
you or
me.
him?
Huh?
Who's better, you or him?
Definitely him. I gotta give it to him.
Ah!
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna claim that, Trinity.
No, I can't. I really can't. We've competed before. There's no point. He's definitely got me.
What?
Yeah. He's really good.
Sound like my son when we play video games. Dad, you never let me win, and I never will. No participation awards in my house. Anyway, Kathryn, you played several positions: pitcher, first base, and outfield. How do you manage the different skill set for each position, and which one do you feel most connected to?
You just gotta practice and get used to the position and see what happens. To me, it just depends the day or the night of what position I want to play. And, like, I feel like I do better at.
The moment. Yeah. So, however you feel in that day or that time. Yeah. You mentioned, Trinity, that you started out as the first baseman, but now you play center field. What was that transition like, and what do you enjoy about playing center field?
Okay, well, when I first started, I was a first baseman, and then, I stopped playing for a couple years, and when I came back, I tried first base again, and, like, it didn't feel right, so I tried, like, other positions, and I liked outfield the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Kathryn, you've been coached by Justin Brooks, both of you. How has he shaped your growth as an athlete, and what's one piece of advice from him that stands out to you?
He never gives up on us, like, ever, and he really pushes us, but I really respect him for that. I've never really given up or anything because of him, so I like that.
Yeah.
Our coach before that, we had some troubles with that, so it was a really good transition.
Awesome. I met your coach, like him. How about you?
He's done pretty good, and, like, he pushes us to reach our goals.
Okay. I like
How
it.
awesome. Yeah, we just went over a coach change a couple years ago, and our new coach she's just as sweet as possible. Like, she doesn't have a mean bone in her body, and she just really just builds everyone up. And so I totally relate to that. I was going to say, both of y'all are upperclassmen, right? Junior and a senior? Yes. Okay, so if you think back to your days as a sophomore and freshman, did you guys ever have any upperclassmen or maybe any people who used to play your sport that you look up to and that you hope that you can be that way for someone else? Is there anyone you can think of?
Are we talking about sports-wise or just as a person?
Sports-wise, but if you can't come up with that, maybe as a person.
There was this one girl we played with, like, she graduated 2 years ago. Her name's Kelsey. She was very, very good. And, like, she inspired me a lot. I don't know.
Do you see anything in yourself that you feel like, kind of reminds you of her that you hope to be like, or?
To be honest, not really, because she was, like, I liked her pitching. She was a really, really good pitcher, and I can't pitch to save my life. So, yeah. But as a person, maybe, I think we're kind of similar. But, yeah, she's a really good person.
Yeah. Did you have anybody off the top of your head?
My cousin, she was playing until my 8th grade year because she was a senior that year. And just, like, I looked up to her to be a pitcher and how good she was with it and how good she hit and played.
Yeah. How awesome, yeah. Role models make us who we are, so.
Trinity, you mentioned that you love how you feel when you're playing softball. Can you describe that feeling a bit more? And, what is it about being on the field that energizes you?
I really like how... This is going to sound so bad, but I'm not really a people person. I like to kind of, do my own thing. And, like, when I'm on the field, I can, do what I have to do. And, I like that. And I can also have fun with friends, and I like that. But I like how calming it is. Like, everything that's going on in the background, like, it goes away when I'm on the field. And I really like that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Kathryn, outside of softball, you're part of a lot of extracurricular activities like FFA, 4-H, and even travel ball, softball. How do you juggle all of these commitments, and how do they help you grow as a person?
Just got like schedule, not on top of each other, and kind of like helps my leadership and my confidence.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Have you ever competed in anything with FFA?
I've done poultry for the last 3 years, and this will be my 4th. And then I've done livestock and dairy judging.
Oh, cool.
And I've not done the best, but since I do it more often, or like every year, I get better with it.
Yeah.
Improve.
I do a lot with FCCLA, so I resonate with that. It's my favorite thing. Okay, so the next question I have is, what was one of y'all's like that you just like remember? What was your favorite game that you were just like, oh, like I'm gonna look back in 40 years and be like, oh, that was such an awesome game. For me, it was my freshman year. I cheer, so my best memory was beating Gunnersville my freshman year. Gosh, that was like the best game ever. So I'd love to hear y'all's. No shade.
That was a football game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was awesome. That, and we beat Scottsboro that same year. It was so great. Do y'all have any?
Yeah, last year, I told you we had a coach change. Last year, we played our old coach, and we beat them. And it was a very intense game.
Felt good.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it was a really good game.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Mine would probably be the same, and we had 2 wins that same night for varsity and JV.
Yeah.
And I had pitched the JV and pitched like a no-hitter because only one got on base because there was an error in the outfield when it should have got caught. But
yeah,
probably that night was my favorite.
How awesome. Yeah, those were my favorite. Looking back and being like, gosh, that was so cool, you know?
So, Trinity, as you wrap up your senior year, I know you want to cry just for a minute right there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What are you most looking forward to in your final season? Are there any specific goals that you've set for yourself or the team?
There's a lot of new girls that I've never met this year, and I'm really excited to see like where it goes. I think will be really good because fresh start. We can help everybody. I really hate that it's my last year though, and I'm the only senior, so it's like a lot of pressure. But yeah,
So Kathryn, that was a good answer. Kathryn, you mentioned being crafty, right? What's something you created recently that you're really proud of?
Since I'm in 4-H, I do a good bit of projects throughout the year, and I did woodworking, and this year is cornhole boards. And most of the time I do wood with like my grandfather and like see how much I can do by myself and when I need help and putting it together, and they actually turned out pretty good.
Awesome. And Kathryn, you mentioned that you love being a leader on the field. What does leadership look like to you in sports? And how do you try to embody that role in your teammates?
Kind of just encouraging them to not give up and not get in their head, and just trying to show them not what's the best to do, but like to get them to do better and like improve on the sport if they're younger and just never played and learning.
So good.
That's awesome. I'm going to piggyback a little bit off of what he said. So is there any like leadership trait or maybe something that softball has taught you that you want to carry on through the rest of your life, or something like kind of that like aha moment that's just like, man, that's so awesome. I've got to keep that with me.
I will say the biggest thing I've learned from softball is no matter how bad you mess up, you can keep going and it will work out. It will be okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you do mess up, like you learn what you did wrong and then try to improve that and get it correct next time.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Trinity, after high school, you're planning to pursue sonography? Saying that right, I think. What made you choose that field, and how do you see your experience as an athlete helping you in your future career?
Sadly, softball doesn't really have much to do with sonography. But
sadly.
But I love babies and I love like helping people, And, sonography, you can do organs or you can do babies. And, a baby, that's a life. And I think that's, amazing. And then organs, you can help people. I just think both things are amazing.
Love it. Good answer. Kathryn, your brother is your personal inspiration. What are some key lessons or qualities that you've learned from him that you carry with you both in sports and in life? She's laughing because it's her brother.
You're better than me. I wouldn't have said that about mine in the first place. So,
Kind of to not be stupid, do stupid stuff, and not do it.
This is such a sibling answer. Love it.
And how I've learned what he's not necessarily done wrong, but what I need to do in a different way to do better. And
yep.
Thank you, Kathryn. I enjoyed that answer.
I'm sure my little brother thinks the same way about me. What can I do? Probably not as nice as a way if you put it. He was probably what can I do to outdo her? I've got to beat her in this. Yeah. So I was gonna ask if you could give one piece of advice. You mentioned that there's a lot of underclassmen or maybe younger, newer girls that you don't really know as well. If you could give one piece of advice to them, what would that be?
That's good.
Probably not to care what people think. If you're trying to learn something on the field, a lot of times the girls will get into their head about if they look, dumb or something because they're doing it wrong. Yep. But I don't think there's any wrong way. I think you just need to learn, and I think they should all know that. No one thinks they look dumb or anything, and no one's really paying that much attention, especially during the games and stuff. You may mess up, but everybody messes up. We're all human. It happens.
Yeah.
Trinity, that was a really good answer.
Yeah. I've thought about that a lot, actually.
That's perfect. Yeah, I love that.
That was really good, though. That's true, though, because I think a lot of us, we struggle, and we think everybody's watching us, but you're like you said, everybody makes mistakes. I really like that, Kathryn.
Yeah.
I think just to practice more is the best advice.
Practice more.
Practice more. Practice makes perfect. You believe in that?
Well, not necessarily perfect, but
better.
Not too far away from perfect.
Practice makes better. Yep. I can get that. Get behind it.
So, Trinity, let's talk about your hobbies for a second. And I hope you have some on your phone, because this is really cool. You enjoy painting and spending time with your friends and family. What kind of painting do you like to do, and is there a favorite piece you've created that stands out to you?
To be honest, it depends on what, I go through moments where I paint, months I'll paint, and then I'll skip months I don't paint because I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
And then, it's just different subjects each time. I just picked it up again. Right now, I'm working on this jellyfish painting.
Come on.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be neon pink and everything. It's coming out great so far. I'm really proud of myself. But I do have this picture of this lady, and you can't see her face or anything, and her hair's curly, and she has a flower crown on. And you can just see her red lips, and I love that painting. I love that one.
Do you have any pictures of those?
I might have some pictures.
Yeah, we gotta send it to Steven. The audience needs to see.
Do I need to do that right now?
Steven?
Whether now or later, we can do it after the show. It's completely up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So, that's so good. Speaking of that, Kathryn, you play piano, right? So you mentioned you can play piano. How long have you been playing, and what kind of music do you like to play?
I've been playing since 3rd grade, and just really any type of music. I play a lot of church songs,
okay,
and then just some pop-ish.
Yeah. That's your favorite?
Just depends on the song,
Do you keep it pretty basic on the left hand? You just kind of keep the bass notes over there, or do you chord with your left hand as well as with your right hand?
Sometimes I do chords with both hands, or just basic notes with both.
Yeah, it can get kind of weird. Both hands together, chording on both. But I wonder, what is your favorite song to play
Right
on?
over my head.
What's your favorite song to play on piano?
Just looking at you, hoping that was happening.
Right
to you.
now, I'm playing. I forgot the name of it, but
It's okay. Is it a church song? Is it?
no, it's like a pop-ish
Okay.
song.
Gotcha. All right.
I've practiced it for forever.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to school for music, so instead of playing piano, for me, I was playing marimba. So I was playing pianos with sticks, basically.
Nice.
And yeah, it can get quite
Really cool
challenging.
word, Steven.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you made that up. Are you sure that's
you
the
make
thing?
that up,
Are you trying to
Steve?
lie to us right now?
Right?
Say that word again.
Marimba.
That just felt good.
Marimba,
Felt
xylophone,
good. Right here in the heart.
glockenspiel, all that stuff.
I
Sounds
really need to
amazing.
see that.
Yeah.
I agree. That
I'll
sound
show you
makes me think
sometime.
of a, what is it, a Roomba? Roomba.
A Roomba. It's a vacuum.
Yeah, it's a little vacuum.
Yeah.
Catherine, I can tell you that I'm so jealous. I wish I knew how to play some type of instrument, whether it was
too.
a guitar. Like I'm just so jealous. So the next thing I was going to ask is, he's totally stealing all my cool questions.
I'm sorry.
But I was going to say, if you, like, what is one thing that you love about your school? Like, if you had the opportunity to say, like, why I love Asbury, right? If you were like, why do I love... that's
It
what those
is
are
real.
called?
Yep, that's
What?
a marimba.
Real. It's a real thing.
I was
I
definitely
would-
picturing something else.
He
I
had to
would
prove
call
it.
that a xylophone. Like, what is...
No, same.
Very large
A
xylophone.
very big xylophone.
Yes.
Very large.
How
Sorry.
Well, you
Cool.
see, the biggest difference between a xylophone and a marimba are these resonators.
Ah.
And then the biggest difference between a
I wouldn't know
marimba
what that's called anyway.
and a vibraphone are the vibraphone's made out of metal. It's kind of like this, but in these resonators, there are these little motors with flaps,
Learning
and they
so
rotate,
much.
so it gives you a vibrato kind of feel. So it's like that. Yeah. Anyway, keep going, y'all. Keep talking.
Do you have one of these here at the church?
No.
No. These things cost about between $5,000 and $10,000.
Okay, never mind.
That's a
Why?
definite no.
So, favorite thing about
Claire's
your
not
school.
doing it anymore. She's not wanting to learn it.
Have anything that you can think of?
What was the question again?
Like, if somebody asked you what you love about your school, like, what is one thing
Okay.
that you're just like, man, I love this, you know?
What?
Since we were talking about, you know, slight rivalry, Arab and Gunnersville, what is something that you're like, this makes my school better than yours, you know?
You forget I'm from Arab.
I know, but
live
we're in
here.
Gunnersville.
Yeah, we live here.
This really doesn't have anything to do with like rivalry or anything.
Yeah.
But I will say I'm very close to a lot of teachers there. Like
Yeah.
they're so sweet and like a very good support system, and the coaches too. So yeah.
That's a big deal.
I totally relate to that. That's a great thing to have. Anything?
I think the best is just the relationship with the teachers you have and how much they can help you if needed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good
It's
one.
nice to have teachers that support you. It really is.
Good one to ask a question. Who are your favorite teachers?
Oh no.
Come on, Trinity.
Oh no.
Whoa, it just went dead. Favorite teachers?
Just out of the teachers, I'm gonna have to say Miss Dalkey.
Dalkey.
Yes.
Nice.
I love her. She's my school mom.
School mom.
Yeah. Miss Franklin. And I'm trying to think. Miss Hancock. She's kind of over all the seniors, and she's like a really big support system, and I really like that. She's very supportive.
Yeah.
Kathryn?
Miss Hancock is one of my favorite teachers, and like she makes you do work but like takes it easy on you, and then my ag teacher, Coach Gibson, he's one of my favorites. My other favorites like left after the year I had them, so
Yeah. Miss Hancock, both y'all mentioned her. What does she teach?
Spanish and then government and economics.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm in Spanish right now, and I unfortunately am not very good at it, but A+ ever. I have a great teacher who helps me out. So.
Duolingo over here.
Yes,
Yeah,
Duolingo. I need to get the premium.
Trinity. Trinity, I want to know what Bendy Thumbs is.
Okay.
Wait. What's the story there? And is that something you've always been able to do, or was it a skill that you discovered later on?
No, I've always been able to do it.
Let's see
I noticed
this.
it because my thumb, it kind of goes back a little bit, and she bends very far, and it doesn't hurt.
Oh, she is turning it. Ah!
Yeah.
Ha! Kathryn, what you got? Can you do bendy thumbs?
No.
No? I had to ask. That was so good. So how long have you known you've had bendy thumbs?
For, I guess, ever since I can remember. I don't know. I always thought it was very strange when I was a kid
That
how
you have
they would
bendy thumbs.
how they would turn back like this and no one else's would. I would try to hold them straight, but they really struggle.
It's funny, you like somebody has something you're trying to make it happen for yourself. like it's going to.
Now, Kathryn's not doing anything with her thumbs in this picture, but it looks like she's having some fun at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
She's a Bama fan, that's all that matters.
Hey.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, what was that like?
That looks so fun.
It was my first time at like an SEC football game, and it was a great experience,
Yeah.
except the walking.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who were they playing this particular game?
I
Do you
think it was like Austin Pay.
Yeah.
However you say that. I think it was like a like not so famous like team.
I got you. One of the cheaper games.
Yes.
Believe me, I get that because you want to go to the
Only
big
ones
games.
I've ever been to.
You are gonna pay extra money. I got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
All right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Last question, and we'll move on to later in the show. Most embarrassing moment you guys have ever had on the field, in the bus, during the practice time, something embarrassing that happened to you. Kathryn?
One that I can think, it's not so recent. It was back in my 7th grade year for the county tournament for softball, and I got to play varsity my 7th grade year, luckily, and got to experience that. But I had my shoes tied, but I was running, and somehow during a play my shoe just randomly came off, and I think I was safe that time, but had to get it again, or had to put it back on and make sure it's actually tied.
Wow. Trinity! I've heard some funny ones on this.
Yeah.
In 7 years. You got this, girl. Just walk through it.
I cannot remember when this was, but I remember it happening very, very vividly. I went to, slide home plate and just butchered it. It was awful. It was awful. I don't even think I touched the plate.
Didn't even touch it.
I don't even think, yeah. It was early softball years, but oh my gosh, it was very embarrassing.
I knew what I did there. All right, Steven?
Yep. All right, let's
Here
go
we
to
go.
some music.
You
and,
guys killed
come
it.
back. We'll play some freestyle. How about that?
Yes.
88.5 JFM is WJIA Guntersville. Streaming online at 885jfm.com.
I learned that Claire wants to play one of those Miranda. What is it?
Marimba.
Marimbas.
Marimba.
Yeah. That's what I learned. She also didn't add her dad.
It's actually
to
a
the
lot
top
of fun.
5, so.
Guys.
I did see this too. Tell us more about your cat.
What?
This is my son, guys. This
Your
is
son?
my,
This is your son.
This
Your
is my
fur
baby.
child.
Like literally.
What about the dog?
Oh, that's Lulu.
Lulu.
Oh.
She's a sibling, pretty much, but that's my baby.
That's funny.
Yeah, his name's Mo. He was so mad that we took that picture.
Mo.
But I was.
You put a scarf on him, I'd be mad too.
It's a little bandana. We match. I think it's the cutest
You
thing.
match?
We do.
That's funny.
And he's a huge cat, if you can't tell.
Now, what's the dynamic between the dog and the cat? Do they like each other? Do they just tolerate each other? What's that like?
At first, they did not like each other at all, but they started playing. They chase each other around the house now. They'll go up and down our stairs chasing each other. My cat, he used to let her run him over, but he's just now standing up for himself, so I'm so happy for him.
He's standing up for himself.
Yes,
You're happy
yes,
for him.
I'm such a proud mother, but
Sometimes it's the other way around. Those cats, they have attitudes sometimes.
they do. Especially orange cats, if you haven't heard that. It's not a rumor, it's true.
Oh, yeah. They're spicy.
I had an orange cat growing up. I did. We called him Goldie.
So there are disagreements that happen between the dogs and the cats. I mean, it's just nature, right?
It happens.
Kind of like this.
Don't walk up on me. Man, that was loud. Man, I know you didn't. Did you just get cat smacked? Shut up. Let me see your face. Man, that little smack ain't hurt a lot. You lucky. I was about to 1-2 knock you out. You wasn't about to knock out nothing. You don't know.
Come on, love.
Yeah, come on.
Boy.
Come on. I thought you was a boxer. I am. Puppy weight class. Yeah, come on, Rocky. You trying to be funny, but Rocky was a great boxer. That's a movie. It was still emotional. Whatever. Hey, excuse me. Oh, my bad. Like I was saying, if I really wanted to whoop you, I could just smack you like that because I'm a full-grown boxer. You think so? Anything's possible, right, Mom? Well, come on and get cat slapped. All right, cat. I'm vicious. I'll bite my tail off and smack you. Ain't no way a little cat gonna talk too much. Say, come on, Boxer. Okay, ring the bell, Mama. It's the eye of time. Wheel of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals.
Stop being a bully.
Nice. That was amazing.
Rockstar always brings it.
He never fails me, Steven.
Yeah. All right, ladies, you both mentioned that you have boyfriends. What do you love about your boyfriends?
I think my boyfriend is hilarious, and
really,
I don't know how to explain it, but he's very funny to me, and I love it.
Okay.
He's hilarious.
He
would do well with the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
I believe. With the hot dog costume.
Yeah, with the hot dog costume.
100%.
What about that other one? What's so special about him?
Kathryn. Not that you're on the spot or anything.
Just sharing the love.
Kathy Rue. Got quiet.
What's manly about him? Does he have a deep voice?
I don't really know.
You don't really know?
Maybe.
Okay. All right, I got you. Now, I came across this guy who has some ideas for guys to maintain their manliness. I don't know if you guys would agree with this, but I think he's doing a pretty good job here.
Here we go.
See what you think about this.
I'm not seeing
You
this.
want to stretch the duration of your man's morning voice. You got to have a man's morning routine. Ain't no better way to start your day than to embrace the elements. Some sunshine on your face, some black bean water in your cup.
Ugh.
Cheers, my friend.
Exactly.
Oh, it tastes like dirt. No, my voice is gone.
Does taste like dirt. Ugh.
I don't like coffee.
That's nasty. I love coffee, but
It has to be very sweet.
Yeah, I don't like coffee, period.
What's your favorite cup to go to? Are we talking something really, really sweet, like a Thai latte? Or what are we talking about? Chai latte?
I don't really get coffee that much,
Mm-hmm.
but when I do, and I go to Starbucks, I love a caramel ribbon crunch.
Ooh.
They're
that
so
sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll do mine black. I can't do black coffee.
Do you like that cold or do you like it hot?
Cold every time.
Cool.
Kathryn.
I can just drink like regular coffee, but it has to be like 3/4 like creamer and then 1/4 coffee. Like
okay.
At home when it's fixed in the morning.
Agree with that.
A little bit of coffee with the creamer.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it should be.
Yes.
How sweet are we talking? You put sugar in there too?
No.
No sugar? Okay. Just thin it out a little bit with the creamer.
Braden Kentrell says she doesn't love me. Laugh out loud.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about you currently. The next question, Brandon, is what are you going to do for promposal?
Good question.
You are on the spot, my friend. Trinity said that I forgot to ask this pre during the interview. So The Notebook is your favorite movie.
It is.
Is that because you like romance movies, or are you a sucker for romance films, or is there something about the movie in particular that you love?
I'm really not that big of a fan of romance films.
Okay.
I love the
But-
film, the story behind it. It was so beautiful. I loved it, and I cry every time. It's
Every
my
time.
favorite. Every time.
Me too. I cry.
Yeah.
I'm a crier. No shame.
Same.
No shame.
No shame.
So much crying.
The dog movies get me every time.
Yes, I don't even watch them. It's gonna be good, Braden said. It better be. You're on the spot. I would just like to say, Braden, we can set you up, and today, your varsity family can help you do this. If you'll call in, we'll give you theme music and a radio show to do this. It doesn't get much bigger than that. So our phone number is 256-505-0885, and we're going to see how much you love your girlfriend. No pressure.
I have the tables up there.
The shade thrown. Shade.
She will never see it coming. No. I said, we go. None of us did.
Oh,
you enjoyed that, didn't you, Claire? Didn't you?
That was something.
That was something.
Oh my god.
Next, where's Trinity's boyfriend? Ashton, right?
Yes, Ashton. He's in practice right now. I don't know if they let him out to. I was like,
were lucky.
beg your coaches to see just like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, call us, Braden. Steven?
Yep, we got 2 minutes, 30 seconds
Oh,
left
that's
until
what
we
I
got
wanted.
some freestyle.
Steven was
Look,
enjoying me going
Kathryn,
down
if I
that
was you,
road.
I'd be texting. I'd be like, do not do that. I swear. Like, that is not funny. Do not.
Same.
So has anybody utilized your services of babysitting, ladies?
Yeah, I've babysitted before.
Yeah? Okay. Nice way to make a little extra money, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. Well, I wonder if you got a grandma like this. Hopefully not.
I don't know if your Meemaw's got a baby doll display shelf that sits above the futon in the front room of her trailer, and a box of baby dolls that got rotated off that shelf underneath her bed because they was being bad or didn't listen good enough, and that's next to the box of bonnets for squirrels that she made in the 80s. Turns out squirrels hate bonnets, and I don't know if you got to babysit your Meemaw's favorite baby doll, Rachel Christine, while she runs down to Rickard's grocery store because they having a sale on Snickers bars. There's a lot I don't know. Did you blink at me?
That brings back a memory to me. Not with my grandmother. It was terrifying.
My grandmother used to have those. Like,
Things are scary.
Yes, they're terrifying.
Why do little girls like terrifying dolls like that? Now they breathe. And everything. They do everything.
That's
like,
awful. I can't handle
they're
it.
demon possessed.
Have you seen where some like
Unpopular
get
opinion.
scammed?
Huh?
Have you seen where some like get like hacked? It's scary.
No.
No,
Yes, like
I didn't
voice
want to know that.
It's
If you got
mostly
them,
in
get
like
rid
other
of them. They're on
countries.
Facebook sale
my
today.
gosh, yeah, Facebook Marketplace is about to be popular.
They're out. You're out. Sorry, we can't. We're not friends anymore. Those dolls. Hey, y'all ever seen those little polyester dolls, the little glass things that stare at you? Yeah. Good luck sleeping with those close by. Yeah. Those German parents told to destroy Kayla. What? They're terrifying without even being hacked. Like, that one starts talking to you. What's up? No, you got to go. We're going to burn you in the backyard like Chucky.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Freestyle in 17.
All right, here we go. Sorry. It's been a fun day.
The Varsity Freestyle.
All right, this is your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B Video Games. This is five people all day.
5.
In an 80s style arcade. That's fun. Where else are you going to go do this? This is great. Me and my kids have been, me and my friends. It's a fun place. B&B Video Games. All you got to do is answer 3 questions, and you and 4 of your closest friends will be joining you on quite the 80s adventure. Right by Pizza Hut, as every 80 thing should be. Okay. Question number 1. And I wonder if any of y'all know this. What is the world's hottest pepper? It starts with Carolina. What is the world's hottest pepper.
Want to win? Call us now at 256-505-0885.
You say I'm impatient.
Anybody know what that is?
Yes. As you said, it starts with Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Wait, can I say it?
Yeah.
Carolina Reaper.
Yes. Would you eat it?
No, I would actually rather someone shoot me in the foot.
I
hate
that
spicy
went
things.
gruesome quick.
No, I hate
Wow.
spicy things.
You don't like
Mm-mm.
spicy?
No.
No. Do you like spicy?
I do.
I do too. I like.
I'm whiny.
I'm like a Frank's Red Hot though. Like it's not bad.
I've never used hot sauce.
Buffalo sauce.
I get honey barbecue.
Honey, we gotta move you forward.
I know. I'm whiny.
Come on, Claire. You're whiny.
Yes, I don't like spicy things.
It's the hottest you'll go. Here it is. Here's the scale.
Scoville scale.
Oh, that's not fair. I didn't know that. Well, if you list any of the top 3, you win. Pepper spray. That doesn't count.
No, it's Carolina Reaper. Still the
Pepper
top.
spray.
Yeah.
I wonder if my taser is spicier. Which is spicier? Carolina Reaper or my taser?
What is that? Pure
capsaicin. That's what's found in the pepper that actually makes it hot.
Oh.
Yeah. Trinidad scorpion, ghost pepper, chocolate habanero.
Wow.
Probably not very sweet.
No.
No.
And what's the hottest you can go right there?
The hottest is
Claire.
15
Claire.
million.
How hot can you go?
You know, like, I've never had a bell pepper, but I feel like it would be pretty good.
A bell pepper? This is green bell peppers, yeah.
Very
They're
nice.
good.
Very nice. You're on a 0 level right there. How about you, Trinity? How
Unfortunately.
high can you go?
I don't know. I don't know how much faith I have in myself.
If there's cash involved, probably a lot higher.
Okay, if cash
much
is
higher?
involved,
How
I could
much?
probably make it to the ghost pepper.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Almost a million Scoville units. That's hot.
That's painful.
It's got to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
How
Lots
much?
of money.
How much is a lot?
Is it just one pepper I'm eating?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do I have to have the whole thing or like just a bunch?
Whole thing.
No, you can. You don't have to eat the seeds.
Oh.
That's the worst part.
I know.
Wait, the seeds is what spicy?
Yes.
What?
If you take them out, it's not that bad.
Nobody's ever told me that.
Now you
I
know.
don't know. I gotta start
more
my
you know.
offer off high with a $500.
$500
$500 with
to eat.
with the seeds.
To eat
Yes.
the Carolina Reaper.
I'll eat all of them. The Carolina Reaper?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Wow.
All right, where you at?
1,000 minimum for the Carolina Reaper.
Oh, we're listening.
300.
300. Woo, Steven.
Ooh. I've gone to the Pepper Palace up in Gatlinburg before.
Yes.
And I tried to get on the wall of flame.
How'd that go?
Did not work. No, I had to ice my tongue for 30 minutes. I couldn't find any milk.
How do you achieve that award?
You have to be able to taste the hottest sauce in the world without having any kind of reaction. No crying, no. It's hot. It's hot. Anything like that, no reaction.
Anybody make it?
Yeah, there were people's pictures on the wall of flame. I'm glad they didn't have a wall of shame because I would have been.
You would have been on that one.
Yes, I would have.
Yeah, but most everybody would.
Mhm.
2 million to 5 million pepper spray.
It's hot. Oh, there's this guy on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen him, but he does this thing where he'll get
Claire
peppers and he'll do like this chili oil. He'll say, "Mama Liz's chili oil," and then he'll dip it on top of some peppers, and then he'll crunch into it. He eats the stem and all. It's amazing. I don't see. He must not be able to taste.
He must be Cajun.
He's like from Britain. I think he's
okay.
English.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
I've heard their food is very bland, so that's surprising.
Right?
I've been to Scotland. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like the most amazing food I've ever eaten. But it wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
No.
No.
It
Well,
was-
if you had to have like one like last meal, like what would it be? You know?
Yes.
Oh yes. Good
So
answer.
my wife makes the greatest fajitas I've ever eaten in my life, and she's even started making the tortillas with it. And if I had the spicy butter sauce that they used at Rosie's for the meat in Huntsville, that's what I'd want.
Yeah. Okay, fajitas,
Yeah.
steak or chicken?
I would take the steak.
Okay.
But
steak.
her chicken are just mind blowing. They're so good.
What is y'all's
So
last
good.
meal? Speed round.
I don't want a last meal, but that would be the one. And then I would have to have something with chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love chocolate.
Probably like sushi and hibachi.
No.
Yes.
Hibachi.
You don't
not
like sushi?
I haven't had any good sushi.
Have you
Everybody
ever-
says
wow.
that. It's not been bad, but it hasn't been life changing. Like I've never had.
Okay, you need to go to
Somebody
Mount
needs to
Fuji
take me to
tonight. Mount Fuji tonight. Fly dragon roll.
Arab?
Yes, fly dragon roll.
Fly
Life
dragon
changing. I'm going to get it after I leave.
Fly dragon.
You could
roll.
just go to Sakura. Have you ever been to Sakura?
Love
have.
Sakura.
Oh my god.
Love Sakura.
The
Fly
volcano
drag-
roll.
Fly dragon roll. Side of edamame with a Dr. Pepper to drink.
Lord, that's a complicated order. Fly.
Write that down.
I am, because now I want to try it.
It's fire.
Dragon.
I order it twice a week.
It's definitely not like fire on fire because you couldn't handle it.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
not spicy,
edamame.
but it's like deep fried. Oh, it's so good.
Did you say edamame?
Edamame. You never had edamame?
How do you spell that? Go ahead,
You're
Claire.
asking the wrong
Go
person.
ahead, Claire. Wait. Go ahead, Claire.
EDAMAME.
You don't know.
Edamame.
You got it.
She knew it. What is it?
Put some faith in me. Look at that.
I am so sorry.
Edamame.
I apologize.
It's just soybeans. That's all it is. But it's got a fancy name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Edamame, and I'm making sure I get this right.
And a Dr. Pepper.
And a Dr. Pepper.
And you have to put it in soy sauce.
And soy sauce.
In soy sauce. No wasabi, because I don't do spicy things.
Have you ever had the rock and roll from there?
I have. I like the rock and roll. I
like-
get that a lot whenever I go
crunchy.
to rock and roll sushi.
Yeah. Cool.
Never been there.
Well,
You're
What'd you
missing
say
out.
was good?
Sakura.
Yeah, I have been there. I've watched them do the hibachi. I enjoyed the hibachi.
That's cool.
I've just never had good sushi, but you're going to change that for me,
I am.
Claire.
I am.
Yeah.
All right,
Put
we
in.
got 20 seconds to Greg, guys.
All right.
We got him on standby here. Brief hold.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg, what's going on, man?
Hello today.
Oh, there you are. It's like a delay. I was making sure you're still alive on the other end of the phone.
Oh, I'm here.
Praise
Just
God.
heading to the gym.
Well, good. Greg, tell me what's going down in the wonderful world of Marshall County sports.
Well, basketball is coming to an end, as this is actually the last week of the regular season. So a lot of teams have been playing this week, wrapping up the regular season, and the area tournaments start next week, and some start Saturday. So a real interesting time. Just to kind of give a recap of what's going on, I'm on my way to Gunnersville right now to call the Gunnersville-Albertville game, which is always a very interesting game, to say the least. And then the area tournament for most of the girls will start actually Saturday, and then most of the boys' area tournaments will start next Monday. And, of course, when you get to the area tournament, you have to win that first game. If you lose the first game, your season's over. You can win the first game and even lose the championship game, and you're still alive in the postseason. But you got to win that first game to advance. So Gunnersville's girls have a tough task. Their area tournament is in Scottsboro, and they've got to play the host team. So that'll be very tough. But the boys do host games that I'll be calling at Gunnersville Monday night. They will play Fairview in the first round, and then the winner of that game will play the Arab Scottsboro winner for boys to see who goes on to play for the area championship. So we've got boys and girls postseason basketball on the horizon. We've got, I believe, the outdoor track season is about to start. And from what I understand, softball and baseball will be getting going soon. They might already started practice, which I know you got softball in the house today, don't you?
I do, from Asbury, yeah.
So I would assume their practices have already started, I guess.
They said yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know, one thing about softball and baseball, I've always said it should be illegal to have games in February.
It's cold.
To me, that's just too early and too cold.
Too
you
cold.
Know, I'm just, it's hard to go to outdoor sports in February.
Yeah.
Real tough. Especially as you get older. The cold really hurts.
Softball and baseball, just thinking about the metal bat in the cold and having to swing that. That's...
Yeah,
sounds like
I'm
pain.
sure those bats. Yeah, I'm sure those bats sting a little bit more in February.
Yeah. Well, Greg, you're amazing, and I guess you'll give us a good idea of the area next week.
Yeah, actually, when we get together next week, the first round of girls and boys will be completed, so I can give you some updates next Tuesday to let you know how the county is doing in the area.
Well, Greg, you're amazing. We couldn't do the show without you. Thank you, man.
Thank you. I look forward to talking to you next week.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. The music plays when we're talking. You're actually on TV right now, so you're going to Horizon Communications Charter, and you're online. And so, hey, actually, in a minute, we're going to tell that. I feel like Steven's got one or two more good, funny videos left.
Sure.
But we're going to show you, we're going to do Buzzer Beater in a minute, and that's where we tell everybody to find us when the show's over, right there. So Claire's going to do Facebook at Varsity Radio Show. You'll do Instagram, Trinity. And Kathryn, you'll do X, Twitter/X. Used to be called Twitter. It's been killed. It's X. Steven will do TikTok that still exists, and YouTube, and I'll do podcast and close the show. So, Steven?
Yep. Okay, so we all have these rituals, these routines that we have, that we do just so. Like, ladies, when you're brushing your teeth, do you put the headed toothbrush underneath some water first, and then put the toothpaste on top?
That's what I do.
Yes, only correct way.
That's the only correct way? All right, so...
The only appropriate way.
We've got that. There are other things that we have to do in a certain order, like, for instance, when you make a bowl of cereal, do you put the cereal in first, or do you put the milk in first?
Cereal.
Yeah, I think that's the normal way, too, but there's
Solid
some people
answer.
do things a little bit differently. So, that in mind, well, I wonder, some of these routines that we have, if maybe if somebody did it just a little different, would it bother you? I'm about to find out. Now, let me set this up. Have you ever had bubble tape before? Hubba Bubba bubble tape. It's a bubble gum. It comes in a roll. It looks kind of like a tape measure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you know how you're supposed to eat that. You're supposed to take the ribbon and you're supposed to pull it out. But there are some savages out there who decide to make our lives miserable by doing things like this.
Hey, you having a good day? Yeah?
No!
How about now?
I feel violated.
How about now?
You're the devil.
See what I mean?
Hate crime.
Hate crime.
Horrible.
What is this? Valerie Garrett says, I'm so proud of both you girls. Number 50, Jessica Wilson watching. Y'all know these people? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Steven.
No, you're good.
Thank you for ruining my day.
You're welcome.
I just want to know what hurt him so bad that he felt the need to do that.
Thank you, Claire.
Something on Drake and Josh had to be.
That
Yeah.
was such a
Definitely.
good show. Thank you for bringing that up.
Every time I see him, that's what I see.
Was he Drake and Josh?
Yeah, he was in the. Which one was he? Yeah, he was Josh, right? Or were they?
Oh, he
I don't
lost
know. They
lots of weight.
Yeah, I think they
I
either
see it now.
swapped or something.
It's that Ozempic.
It was something. He was overweight back in the day. Yeah. Steven, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, you're right. Josh Nichols, played by Josh Peck. That's Josh Peck. Yep.
Way to go.
You got it. Way to call it.
That's such a good show, too. It's hilarious.
I cannot say I've ever watched it.
You need
Y'all
to
are
watch
making
it.
me wish I did.
It is early 2000s.
Go home and
Yeah.
watch it. You should.
While I'm eating my fried dragon roll.
Yes.
Here's
Like
a
that umami.
competition you might want to get involved with. I'm just saying.
No, thank you. Lots of pain.
So they grease up this pole and they have to run out there and capture the flag. And yeah. Seem like something you'd be interested in doing, competing in?
No.
I start to think nobody's
If they would just
ever gonna
stop.
reach it. I don't know if they're thinking momentum is going to get them there.
No.
Because they're eventually going to fall.
He had it.
Oh my God.
Right?
The pain. The suffering. He had it.
So close.
I don't think I would run. I think I would stop and just crawl out on the pole. He even grabbed it. This is torture, Steven.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
Does anybody ever get this?
No. Maybe.
There it is.
He got it.
He got it.
Yes. He had done that so many times too.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It's got to stay after it.
Never.
You're eventually going to get it.
One day.
Yeah.
How long we got?
41 seconds.
41 seconds.
Till we hit some better.
Y'all had
buzzer
fun?
beater.
We are.
Good.
Had a great time. Happy to be back.
Claire, you're a party waiting to happen. True story. I learned that you don't like spicy things and that your dad wouldn't make the top 5.
He would. I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking of girls.
Okay.
Boys excluded from that party.
Boys excluded?
Yes. Girls
Even
only.
your dad?
Well, I guess he's okay now that I think about it.
He's okay.
5 seconds, y'all.
All right, here we go.
The buzzer beater.
That sound lets you know that the show has come to an end. We can hear you crying in your car. It's okay. You can find us so many places when the show is over. You can find us
on Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
On Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
On X at Varsity Radio 885.
Over on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show and YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885.
Hey, and you can find us on podcasts everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, we want to tell you about the fuel of the Varsity. Marco's Pizza, salads, desserts, subs, sides, beverages in the shops of Albertville. And B&B Video Games, home of the 80s style arcade in the back, local video game retail store in the front. It's a mullet. The Albertville mullet right there beside Pizza Hut, as every 80s style thing should be. Hey, we want you to come back next week. Same varsity time, same varsity place. From 2:30 to 4:30 on 88.5 JFM or Horizon Communications, many other times. Hey guys, good to see you. Hey, come join us next week. We're going to have fun just like we did today. We'll see you back.